Hey, I'm Duncan. I'm one of the design leads here at Wise.
And I'm Dan. I look after product at Wise. I'll take Batman. He's Superman.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm worried about it keeping the fire alight. It sounds like this is some romance agony column or something.
Let's rock it. So welcome to Onwards, the traditional closing segment for Mission Days, where we reflect a bit on what we've heard during the day, congratulate ourselves for having lived through this Zoom marathon. Thanks everyone for sticking with us through all of this. Ponder a bit on what's left to do and ask ourselves the big questions.
What, like why the cups don't magically wash themselves when you leave them in the office sink? They don't. You know who you are. Or is Crystal maybe the elusive founder of Bitcoin? Well, I've seen his electricity bill, so it's perfectly possible. Now, in this section, we're going to cover three big existential questions that we haven't previously tackled on Mission Days before. Why are we here? Does the mission even matter? And why are you here? It's a lot. So let's get started. Why are we here? Noah, why are we here?
That's one question I know the answer to, and I hope everyone listening knows by this point the answer to that. So as we've seen a few times today, we're here to achieve the mission. Money without borders, instant, transparent, convenient, and eventually free. We're here to make progress towards the mission. Every Mission Days, we review our progress on dropping price, making the money move faster, making costs more transparent, making Wise easier to use. That's why we're here. We're here to solve the three big underlying problems that take us closer to achieving our mission. Problems like cross-border money transfer is slow, difficult, and expensive. International bank accounts don't really exist. And the underlying infrastructure for moving money across borders hasn't changed in decades. So why are you here? We're here, you asked me, Duncan, we're here to solve these problems by building our three products. Building and operating Wise Transfer, Wise Account, and Wise Platform. That's why we're here.
Okay, all right. I get all that. It's nice and clear, so thanks. But you haven't really explained why any of that stuff actually matters. Why does faster, cheaper, more convenient, more transparent matter? Why does money without borders matter? Does the mission matter? I think it does, for three reasons. I think the mission matters because money matters. I think it matters because global matters. And I think it matters because humans matter. So let me explain. The mission matters because money matters. Money matters because it's everywhere, affecting everyone and everything, but not equally, because the money game is rigged. It's played on an uneven playing field. The tools, the information that we're given to manage our money don't give us control. In fact, they limit it. And I'm not talking about telling me how much I spent on Pret sandwiches last month. That's not control, it's a placebo. Let me give you a real example. Trillions of dollars, pounds, euros, yen, are lying around idle in current accounts with low interest because people don't know how to better invest it. As Dan Winston explained last week on Team Call, banks profit from that ignorance. They invest it for us and then keep almost all the returns. Giving people control of their money, real control, goes way beyond jars and Spendalytics and freeze card buttons. Any fintech startup can do that. It means giving really simple, easy access to the same tools, the same knowledge, the same rates previously reserved for the finance industry and the wealthy.
If there was one example of where we do this, where we put our customers back in control of their money, it's with our Wise Transfer product. With the Wise Transfer product, we take prices previously only available to the wealthy, transparency that was only available for the few, and put that together in an app in anyone's pocket. Looking forward, when I look at the products we're building, we're at our most inspiring when we innovate and don't copy-paste competitors' features 6 months later. But we solve the underlying problem better than anyone else in the world does today. And we put our customers back in control of their money. I think we've done this in hundreds of ways with our Wise Transfer product, from figuring out how to break snail mail verification in Japan to enabling customers in the UK to send money to Australia faster than the speed of sound. We didn't copy-paste that from a competitor. Money matters with our Wise account. It truly is the world's most international account for managing your money. So to summarize, the mission, why does the mission matter? It matters because money matters. And our mission helps put people in control of theirs.
But money isn't everything, right? So let's go further. The mission matters because global matters. My kids are bilingual. My family is scattered across 9 time zones. I get to work with Wisers from over 90 nationalities. Global is a beautiful idea. The world is a better place when people, money, and ideas move freely. The financial system is constrained by national borders. My bank account, my credit card, my pension, insurance, home loans, taxation are all constrained right now by the borders of Britain. And if I move again, I'm ineligible. And I have to get the whole lot set up in the next place. It's madness. I think the idea of nation states should be saved for the Olympics, not the finance system.
Pretty profound. Before the Wise account, international bank accounts didn't exist for people like you and me. Unless you had £100,000 sitting in your HSBC Premier account, you didn't really have an international account. We've started. We've begun to scratch the surface, to make a little dent in borders. If I wanted to open a bank account in Australia for my small business, I would previously have needed to fly all the way to Australia, apply for residency, turn up a bank with hundreds of forms, and then hope they give me an account. The Wise account democratizes that and lets me open an account to service my Australian customers at the click of a button. Small steps. How can we make global life and business seamless? As simple there, as here, as anywhere. How can we rethink how money works without borders? Building the connective tissue that enables money to flow between countries is hard work. Nobody has plugged themselves into every central bank in the world yet. No one has built an app that will onboard you to an account wherever you are in the world yet. But we will. And as we do, we will create a new normal where money flows as easily as ideas do across borders. This is an irreversible change because we are global and there's no going back.
Now, to the third idea, that the mission matters because humans matter. Like Milan said before, cross-border money transfer is slow, hard, and the underlying infrastructure for moving money across borders hasn't improved for years. But why is that? It's because the finance industry hasn't needed to fix it. There's no incentive. They have the power. They call the shots. It's not broken for them. It works just fine. But it's not fair for people, for humans, for us. A phrase I heard a lot as a child was, treat others as you want to be treated. I had this drilled into me. And finding that ethos in a company is surprisingly very rare. A company that does the decent thing. I think Wise is close. Talking to our customers as human beings, creating a fair, inclusive experience for everyone, customers and Wisers, putting people before profit, and giving the finger to large institutions who exploit their power.
Have a look at this tweet. Being human-centered is beyond being customer-centered. It means caring about people, whether or not they're paying you money. Like a visitor to our website, whom we direct to use competitors if they are a better option. There are 20,000 banks in the world today. It's hard to imagine them recommending cheaper options to their customers, being human. But there's one thing we can do to bring humanity back to banking. It's to keep these banks honest on the prices they charge their customers. This here is a screenshot of our integration with Shinhan Bank in Korea. Now, I don't speak Korean, but I know exactly how much I'm being charged for this transfer. We mandate transparency on the deals we do with banks at the moment. This probably slows down the sales process, but it does end up redefining what customers expect from their banks in terms of honesty and humanity.
Does the mission matter? Yes, it really does. Because money matters, because global matters, and because humans matter. That may sound grandiose, but every day, in hundreds of ways, we're all having an impact. We're putting our users back in control. We're making the world a smaller place. We're building experiences that are human and honest.
Okay, that was profound. And you could end Mission Days there, but bear with us a bit more. So just recapping, why does the mission matter? Because money matters, because global matters, because humans matter. That's our message today. But listening to this in your kitchens, in your front rooms, or in one of the viewing parties, do you agree? On reflection, it's a deeply personal reason why the mission matters to each of us and why each of us choose to turn up to work every day. So on to the last big question of Mission Days. Why are you here? I'll ask you, Duncan. Why are you here?
That's easy. As a designer, it's my job to make everyday life a little bit gentler, a bit fairer, a bit more dignified, and more fun for other humans. And Wise is a great place for me to do that. We're super customer focused. We're solving a problem that affects a big, diverse set of people. And we have this strong lean towards doing the right thing. And that's why I'm here. But why are you here, Nella?
The mission is something that really inspires and motivates me, and it's a cause I can get behind. And I'm here to help build a company to achieve it. But a company that doesn't need me in the building to get there, or that doesn't need you, or doesn't need Christo, or doesn't need any of the inspiring people that we've heard from today. A company that will get faster and more ambitious and more capable by itself, where the culture is baked into the company and into the culture. A company capable of achieving the mission. I don't think we're quite there yet. I think we've both still got work to do.
I'm relieved we still have work to do. I thought we were going to like Thelma and Louise out there or something.
Not quite yet. So, talking to all of you now, the neat thing about Wise is all of you, wherever in the world you are today, whatever your role is, in some way you contribute back to our mission. In some way, you put our users in control of their money. You make the world a smaller place, and you bring humanity to financial services. So what would be really cool, what would be neat, is to share with the rest of us why you are here. And what out of everything you've heard over the last 4 hours inspires you? What is your why? It can be something really simple. I'm here to make sure we file our accounts in Australia on time. Or I'm here to launch from INR for the 4th time. This time it's going to work. But it can also be magical. I'm here to design experiences that put people back in control of their money. So here on this slide is a link to a CUDA board, wi.se/wise. why. And you've all got 5 minutes to write down why you are here. Write down what comes to your mind initially. Don't overthink it. There's a ton of inspiration on the board from some of your fellow wisers already. And then the most inspiring of these will figure out how to share with the world. We hope you really enjoyed our reflection on why we're here and the big questions here at Wise. Onwards.